Hey guys, don't mind me this, I just made this for the event. So as you all know, Halloween is right around the corner, so I figured what better way to celebrate the upcoming event than to do some game reviews. Yay! All joking aside though, today I'm not going to be doing just any review. I will be doing a review of some of my favorites, some classics from the NES era. So we'll be doing one today, one tomorrow, and then one on actual Halloween Day. So, yeah, without further ado, we're going to start off this review with one of my favorites thus far. It is Batman for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Hope you all enjoy.
Ah, yeah, this really brings back memories. Batman the video game was developed by Sunsoft and released in 1990. It was very loosely based off of the 1989 film directed by Tim Burton. Emphasis on the word loosely because the game and the movie don't have any similarities whatsoever other than the plot. You're Batman. You go through Gotham City fighting baddies, eventually leading up to a showdown with the Joker. Nothing new. In terms of gameplay, it's your typical side-scroller. Your attacks are punch and a variety of bat weapons, like the bat spear gun and batarangs. Then there's another mechanic that seemed rather unheard of at the time, wall jumping. All you have to do is jump on a wall and you can shift your momentum back and forth between another wall. Very reminiscent of Ryu Hayabusa's wall scaling from Ninja Gaiden. Oh man, I can't even talk about that game. Let's go on. Numerous Batman enemies actually appear in the game as well, like Deadshot, Heatwave and Firebug, Shakedown, Killer Moth, and of course the Joker himself. A lot of people have considered this one of the hardest games on the system. Honestly, I couldn't tell you why. Yeah, the level design can be a bit off at sometimes, and the platforming can get really choppy on certain occasions, but at the same time I never found this game to be very difficult at all. I mean, look at this part here where I'm simply running, punching, jumping, and throwing batarangs like it's nothing. And sure, there are some times where the game can get really tricky, and how the Joker himself is a real pain in the neck. If you actually manage to beat him, you deserve a medal, but at the same time, I never found this game to be really difficult at all. I never had any trouble with it. The game itself controls very, very well. Batman always runs at a very smooth, unfrustrating speed, and his jumps are always very nice and flighty as well. This can be a bit weird for some, and eventually you get used to it, but, you know, I think it helps to actually make your jumps a bit more accurate as well. The only thing I can really complain about is the wall jumping mechanics. You really have to get used to them, because if you don't, you are going to be screwed a lot. And in choppy platforming sections like this one here, it really helps if you know what you're doing, because if you don't, then this is going to happen to you in an incomprehensible amount of times. The angry video game nerd once said, in terms of video games, The Dark Knight has been treated much better than the likes of Superman, because there do exist good Batman games, and this is one of them. And he was very right. Graphically speaking, this game looks amazing. Sunsoft is known for having some of the best graphics and sound on the NES, and this game is no exception because the soundtrack as well is fantastic. Plus, thanks to Batman's purple color palette, he always manages to stick out really well in all sorts of areas, especially areas that have really well contrasting colors as well. As a matter of fact, that's another thing I can compliment this game on. Really good palette choices. Every level seems to incorporate red in some way, but at the same time it also incorporates a lot of green as well, which is red's complement, so it makes everything pop out as much more. As a matter of fact, everything in this game really popped in general. It made it feel more alive, and it really gave the game a lot more feeling. Plus, if I can give credit where credit is due here, this game incorporated more shades of purple in certain areas than any other one I've played, so props to them for that one. Overall, Batman the video game is an excellent addition to any NES owner's collection, with really solid gameplay, some excellent graphics and music, and in its entirety, just an incredibly fun experience that I think anyone can enjoy.
Whew. Well guys, that's all the time I have for today, but you can stay tuned next time as we continue with the Halloween NES Marathon with another installment in Hello? Is anyone there?